Good morning and welcome everyone on how to create a session tutorial. So simply by clicking on course and the subject that you want to create a session for, go down to Blackboard, collaborate. As you see the three dots, simply by clicking on them, will give you more options and then manage all sessions. The next step is there's an option here says create session. Simply by clicking on it, it will allow you to do the event details. So for example, when the session starts, the date and the time, and when does it end, the date and time as well. So there's options on the right, as you can see. For example, repeating the session, you can repeat it on a weekly basis, monthly or daily. The option below it, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. So based on the session, and below it, which days, like Tuesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, you have the option to choose. The option below it, end after occurs. This allows you to end the session when after the session. So let's say 10 minutes after the session, you can change it to 15, 20 based on the session. The early entry, which allows you to start the session before the class starts and allows the students to enter the session. Let's say 15 minutes before the session starts, 30 minutes, you have all the options to change that. The session setting next to it will allow you to setting the attendance settings, for example, sharing an audio, sharing a video, participate in the chat, they can draw in the dashboard, and you can enable and disable all materials, for example, allow to attend during a telephone, you can make a private chat, so you have all the settings and ability to change that to however it's suitable for the teacher. The one next to it, it is the attendance report. Simply by clicking the share attendance, you can change when is the late attendance or the absence. We can change the time about the late attendance, for example, from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. The absence starts, for example, 10 minutes after the session starts. And the one below it, requirement time sessions, you can change that from 50% for the student attendance to 40 depending on the session. Anything below that could be marked as an absent. After all the information is done in the settings, simply you press create session and the session is ready to be published.